This is why you do testing beforehand.
That's weird that it didn't pop up like that.
It's coffee break. We're back.
Hey,
Hey,
if you like this content, please subscribe,
you can leave a comment.
like it.
We're also on Anchor.
We're on Anchor. Both of our podcasts are on Anchor. So if you're on the go and you want to listen instead of having to watch YouTube, you can find us there.
It also works on Spotify as well.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks. It's August. It is hot. It is hot.
Every time I open up the news, someone's complaining about how hot and wet it is.
Yeah. And
Welcome to global warming.
oh no.
What did you think was going to happen?
All those boomers making those jokes like like it'll snow. And they're like, well, I thought it was supposed to be global warming. Yes.
Yeah, the storms are going to get way more intense.
Global warming isn't just everything gets hotter, it's everything gets more extreme.
Yeah, so we're in the dog days of summer.
And that means nothing is being announced. Like, we did it all. We finished the announcements season, but I'm pretty sure.
Pretty much.
And so now it's just waiting for holiday season for things to finally start getting released.
Well, back to school's around the corner. Mm-hmm. Some kids have to go back to school this week.
Didn't some kids go back today? I remember there was one year, like I think it was third grade for me, where I went back on August 1st. And I remember being like, that's some bullshit.
Yeah, just eating away at your summer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's another thing. Now you got football coming. That's a season itself.
Yeah, sure.
It changes what's going on TV.
It gives you something to do. At least look forward to every week, I guess.
And then, holidays.
Yeah.
We're fastly approaching the holidays.
Apparently, places like Michael's and Target is already getting their Halloween stuff. Hell yes.
Okay, I think it's a little too early.
It's year-round, baby.
I'm not starting spooky season until Hocus Pocus 2 comes out.
When does that happen?
September 30th.
Oh, cool.
I think that's a very keen time to do that. And also coming to Disney Plus in September, they changed the date on this, but this is Andor.
Oh, yeah.
The new Star Wars television.
Because it's supposed to be happening sometime this month.
It was supposed to happen at the end of this month. They pushed it back another month.
A month? That's got to be just because, that can't be anything production-wise.
No, I think it's just a scheduling conflict.
Probably. Does something else come out this month that would conflict with them a bit?
She-Hulk?
I guess.
They're doing a lot of press for the She-Hulk.
I know, because they know people don't like the way it looks, so now they're overcompensating by just, if you see a million commercials, it'll convince you that you like the way this looks.
God, they're putting a lot into this. The Hulk's gonna be in it.
Yep.
She-Hulk's gonna be in it.
It just doesn't look, I don't like...
The Abomination will be in it.
Yeah.
Daredevil will be in it.
Daredevil's the only thing I really look forward to. I just don't like her design at all.
No, she doesn't. Have you seen...
Especially when she's standing next to Hulk. You really see.
Have you seen a shot of... It's Hulk and her, and they're, in a farm or something?
Okay.
But the background is, green plants.
Yeah.
And it's really sunny, and they're, practicing meditation or something, or yoga.
Mm-hmm.
And they just look so fake.
Both of them. Painfully fake. That's the thing. If you're gonna have an entirely CGI character as your main character, maybe make sure the CGI looks good.
Yeah.
But we knew this was gonna happen with Moon Knight. Yeah, that suit looked terrible the whole time.
I asked a Marvel and MCU fan if they had watched Miss Marvel. And they're like, no, it looks like trash and they ruined the character. I don't want to watch that.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. So it's already beginning. They're starting to lose fans.
Well, a lot of comments on my Lightning review are, a lot of them agree with me. Just yes, there's too much happening too quickly and not in a good enough quality.
No. The boyfriend thing, that's just ridiculous. But I was reading a really interesting article this morning, and it was about... I know we were supposed to talk about Star Wars, but you got me into MCU again.
There's not much to say about Star Wars.
Well, you didn't watch the trailer for Andor. I did. I know you don't really care for it.
I don't. I'm sorry.
It looks interesting. It's about him growing up and hating the Empire. Wow, big shocker there.
Wow, breaking new ground.
But it's also about the building of the rebellion.
Yeah, that's what
Which is weird, because Obi-Wan felt like that was a good place to do that.
Yeah, I assumed it was going to be like this, but, whatever.
There's some familiar faces coming back for this one, too.
Nice.
Nothing too major.
No, like, big ol', like, Obi-Wan is coming back type deals.
No, do you remember Rogue One? Forrest Whitaker's character, Saw?
No. I'm sorry.
He's barely in it and he dies really quick.
Rogue One's not that good.
I don't like it either.
Bruce Lee, was that his name?
Jet Li?
Jet Li. He was the best part of that whole movie.
He's a fun character. Darth Vader showing up at the end and just killing them was my favorite part. Anyways, yeah, I'm more curious about the politics of the Empire.
Yeah, I do like that stuff.
But I'm not super jazzed about it. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still a Star Wars fan.
Were you gonna say something about the MCU?
Yeah, so back to this article I was reading this morning. Someone was pointing out number-wise for box office returns. Back when Marvel was finishing up Phase 3, right? Mm-hmm. Infinity War and Endgame reached billions of dollars. Or $1 billion in the box office, right?
Yeah.
And there are other movies. I think Civil War got close to that. Yeah, so Phase 3 ends out, and they're making a ton of money, because they're only pumping like $200 million to production to make these, right?
Yeah.
So they're making a huge return, and now they're pumping in the same amount of money, and they're not making that same giant revenue back. They're actually losing out on it.
Good.
Because they're thinking, oh, this is going to be another $1 billion idea, and it's not. It's 500.
You're learning just because you slap the Marvel logo on something, that doesn't mean that's going to make it good.
That's true.
Like, that's the thing. Like, I like, the first Captain America movie.
It's horrible.
I think it's not the best in the MCU, but I enjoy it. I wouldn't be opposed to going back and watching it again. But I would be hard-pressed to ever want to rewatch Moon Knight. Or any of the films that they're coming out with nowadays. Eternals? Ugh.
I can't do Eternals.
That's the thing, like...
Black Widow.
I'm struggling to even think of, like they're coming out with something, like, monthly now. But I can't think of any of it that was actually good. That really resonated with me in any way.
We're going to have a little break, I think, pretty quick here.
With Marvel?
Yeah, because we're due She-Hulk, and then we wait till December or late November for Black Panther.
It's 3 whole months. Wow.
At least you get a break.
True.
But then they have the I Am Groot television show coming around.
I don't want it. I'm sorry, Marvel. I don't want these things. Yes, I love these characters, but I don't want...
Did you see Groot farted a leaf?
Yeah, I don't want to see Groot shard out a leaf and then see a micro-civilization eat it. That does not sound fun for me. I'm sorry.
But you're laughing at the idea.
I'm laughing at how stupid... This is where we got. We went from, like, Tony Stark in space, dying. He and Nebula, stranded in the middle of space, and he's saying that really sad, powerful monologue to his visor as his, like, final log, because he's gonna run out of oxygen and he is dying. And that is a powerful, incredible moment in cinematography. And now we got a baby plant boy shits out a leaf and little bug dudes eat it. Like, this is a big jump in quality.
You're right about that. That's, yeah. I don't even think it's marketed to the fans. I think it's really just for kids. They're like 5-minute shorts or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Do it like Pixar. Just put the shorts in the beginning of another movie.
That would work too. But then they would be stealing from Pixar.
They steal everything from Pixar already!
Like what?
Like Aquaman in general? Oh no, wait, Namor. Which one came first, Aquaman or Namor?
Aquaman. Aquaman came out before Namor.
Fucking, they steal shit from Pixar.
No.
Let's not pretend they don't.
Namor's older than Aquaman because he's one of the first superheroes to be written about.
They steal things from Pixar all the time. Let's not pretend that they don't. Art direction, character design.
Like what?
Luca looks an awful lot like Turning Red to me.
That's
the design of the characters.
Okay,
I'm stretching.
We're stretching and I'm done. But yeah, I thought that was interesting that if you look at the movies and what they're making back now compared to the past MCU films, they're making substantially less.
That's the best thing you can do as a consumer. If you, critics can sit here and say all we want about how we feel, but the biggest thing that's going to have an impact on the company is how much money they're making off of it.
Yeah. Well, we're learning more and more about Black Panther too, and you brought up Namor. Mm-hmm. He's going to be a weird character for everyone to deal with.
I did hear a cute thing about Black Panther too.
What?
There was no number 1 on the call sheet.
Oh, they did that?
They left it for
Chadwick.
Yep.
That's cute.
That is cute.
We've seen toys, Legos. Legos are notorious for being leaked. Which is funny because I've seen some documentaries with Lego.
Yeah, they try to run like an airtight ship, but they're also like the leakiest ship in the world.
Somehow. Because like this person's just touring the campus with someone, and they just go into this door. It's an unmarked door, and it just says "Do not enter" or "Personnel only." And the guy who's holding the camera is like, "What's in there?" And the person walking around, the tour guide, she goes, "That's where we have all of our secret projects, things that we're working on for like movies."
Oh, the
and
new
stuff.
things, yeah.
Because they already know about what's going to happen in the movie and what it looks like.
Yeah.
So they can build toys off of it. And then there's another part. I found this years ago on YouTube. I was just really bored and internet wasn't working. It was something like that. Anyways, they're outside and he looks back at that same building, right? And the windows are open and then these shutters, like sci-fi ass shutters, just start closing in on everything.
No eyes.
And he's like, "Really? They won't even let me like just look at the window?" And she's like, "Nope, it's top secret."
Weird.
But somehow they always get leaked.
It might be a marketing thing. There is a lot of theories that things will be intentionally leaked for marketing purposes.
What we do know, according to Lego and their sets, is that Suri,
the sister,
will be wearing the Black Panther outfit. Hers will have a little more like purple lines in it.
Okay.
Because he was kind of like black and shades of purple. And she will have her handguns, blasters.
Nice. I like her handgun blasters.
So she's taken the mantle of the Black Panther.
Cool.
Which we'll probably see more of in future MCU films, especially since this is planned out till 2025.
Yeah. Strap in, everybody. It's all gonna be just women and POCs. Get ready.
Yeah.
This is something I was thinking about like a while ago, actually. Like how it's like take all of the Avengers we had and now they're all getting their women variants in their sequel movies and TV shows and whatever.
Yeah.
Which I think is exciting.
I was about to say where's Caps, but never mind.
Not a woman, but a POC, person of color.
Well, there's also Captain Carter.
Oh, yeah.
She's part of the MCU.
Yawn.
Yeah, okay. Keep going, guys. Again, with Star Wars also, I mean, keep going, but I'm a little iffy about where we're going with it.
Yeah. Look, I think I'd rather have quality over quantity, and I don't think they're prioritizing that idea.
Yeah, me either. Bob Odenkirk, he's known for playing Saul Goodman in the Breaking Bad. Mm-hmm. He's also a comedian.
Yeah. And
he's good friends with David Cross. He did a John Wick-esque movie called Nobody.
Oh, yeah. I remember. I was actually just asking you about that the other day.
Where he's just a family guy?
Yeah.
And then someone comes in and steals, like, his wallet and threatens to kill his kid.
And he just, like, goes John Wick on everybody?
Yeah.
His brother is... who played his brother?
RZA?
Yeah, his
RZA's
brother RZA. And then their dad was also someone cool. I don't remember who it was though.
Wasn't it the guy who plays Doc Brown?
Oh yeah.
Christopher Lloyd?
Yeah.
Anyways,
great really cast, fun movie.
Really fun movie, good action movie. It doesn't get too depressing like John Wick.
Just all good old action stuff.
At the end of the movie, I don't know if you remember, he takes a phone call, and it seems like he's back in the game.
Yeah, I didn't actually expect a sequel, but I guess it is good enough.
They are working on one right now.
More RZA. That's what I want.
They're in the early stages of script writing. The actors want to come back.
Nice.
The directors want to come back.
Nice.
I just thought that was cool. I hope I get to see it, because I don't want John Wick 4.
No, John Wick went downhill real fast, which is super bummer. Especially because I love Keanu Reeves, but God, that they overdid the story with John Wick.
So a coworker and I swapped. Basically, you check this out, and I check that out. Like, we gave recommendations to each other. And he gave me the Terminal List, which is on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And I gave him John Wick. And it was totally fucking unfair. Yeah, and the Terminal List, which stars Chris Pratt.
Yeah, I didn't watch that with you.
No.
I had literally zero interest in watching that.
It came out maybe a month or so ago, but I sat down and watched almost all of it. I will finish it, but it's so depressing and dark.
It's such a weird direction. Like Chris Pratt is known for his comedy, and he keeps trying to do these like serious, stoic action man movies. And it's just like he can do it. He can stand there, look pissy, and hold a gun, but it's not like you're not doing a good job with your fucking abilities as an actor.
He's scary in this.
Yeah.
He definitely looks like he got some training from SEALs. Because that's what he plays. He's a SEAL who's trying to solve this mystery. Very Jack Reacher, but darker than that. Yeah, the way he carries his gun is not a movie actor playing around with a gun. You know, he's very militant. While John Wick, the first movie's sad, but it's a good murder revenge movie. And then the story just gets out of control.
Yeah, they focus way too much on like, let's flesh out the intricacies of our spy world or whatever. And it's like, that's not the thing I cared about.
And the coworker agreed that after the second movie, where they all decide that they're gonna hunt down John Wick, and the third movie's literally all about him just fighting through New York.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh.
Not
and they
good.
want to make 6 of them?
I know. Like, what more could we stretch this out into, guys?
And you want to complain about the MCU, but I think there will be a grander story as we keep going.
Well, yeah. They're working towards Kang and whatever, and other stuff. But, like, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just tired of long shared universes, or things that, like, you know, we have 17 movies planned down the line. It's like, ugh.
So, speaking of Chris Pratt, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. I didn't look up when it's coming out, but it will be sometime. Will be actually an epilogue to Phase 4, even though it will release during the time of Phase 5.
Is it gonna be like a movie?
No, it's just like a 30-minute special for Disney+.
Okay, cute.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what holiday they're going to be celebrating.
Better be paying Drax, Gamora, and Mantis a butt ton to be showing up for a 30-minute special in all that makeup.
I was thinking about the Guardians yesterday because of Chris Pratt.
And
how much he's changed.
He has changed.
There's a weird scene, little throwback. He's hunting this officer because he believes he's wrong. And he needs to figure out how his apartment complex works. So he gets a tour guide to go through it like he's going to rent from the place, right? And he's actually like trying to be happy and funny to her. And it's the weirdest thing because all of a sudden you don't see Chris Pratt. you see Andy Dwyer.
So, see, that's the thing.
It was so weird.
That's the sell.
I was like, Andy Dwyer?
I
haven't seen you in years.
I don't know why he hasn't been doing more comedy things. Like, and it's not even like, yeah, he did the Lego movie, and yeah, Star-Lord is kind of funny every now and then, but not really. It's not that same kind of, like, quick-witted, like, improv kind of comedy that we see from Andy Dwyer.
I thought Star-Lord in the first movie is funny.
He's
dorky.
I barely remember the first movie. I remember the beginning and the end. Everything in the middle is just like, eh.
Well, you're kind of learning more about the Guardians themselves.
Yeah, I remember the second movie more.
And he's a little more serious in that one.
Yeah.
And then in Infinity War, he's just a complete jerk.
He is. He just really became a jerk over time, huh?
Maybe that's the character arc that he was supposed to take?
That's not a fun character arc. I'll be honest.
Well, he's kind of have a tough life.
Everything's only gotten better and better for him over these movies. He got a girlfriend, his dad, more music. What are you being a jerk about?
His girlfriend dies.
She came back.
Oh, that's not her.
It's the same.
His dad dies.
He was a jerk in the end anyway.
Killing his actual dad. And, yeah, so he has music so he can sit there and pout in space.
Well, it's better than pouting in space alone. Yeah.
It's a throwback to Anakin.
You can't even listen to my tunes.
It's so hot here.
God, why did I pick this to be my vacation home?
Of all days, milk was a bad choice.
1,000,000 planets in the galaxy, and I could have picked the tropical island planet, but no, lava planet. So dumb.
So he built a castle there.
Yeah.
And lives there till the end of his life. Whatever.
Just constant air conditioning.
Yeah. Why do you think he's in that suit?
That's why he became emperor. He became like the leader of everyone, so he wouldn't have to pay for running his AC all the time.
Aragon.
Yes, I learned this like 15 minutes ago, basically.
Yeah, I can't believe you didn't know this.
Well, I heard there was like rumors fiddling around for years.
Well,
now.
Variety got the scoop, and I found it.
Wow, thanks, Variety. No, there were rumors for years that they were gonna do Aragon again.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually read the books. I really liked the books. I never read the last book. It's too long. It was so long. And I just don't have time to read things anymore.
I get that.
But apparently they're actually doing it now.
So, Christopher
Paolini,
who wrote the books, has said that there's a television series. They are in the script stages of it for Disney Plus.
Nice.
They haven't found a showrunner yet. They haven't done any casting yet.
So it's super early in development. This is like a 2024 or 2025 type deal.
Yeah, he was sending out a tweet, and they quoted his tweet in there, and he was talking about how this has been years in the making. The first thing he actually said was, "It's been a long time coming," which I was like, "Oh, are you a Ghost fan too?" That's weird.
I know he also really doesn't like how the first movie. He wasn't consulted on it at all.
How old was he when that came out?
He wrote the books when he was 15. So the movie, he must have been 17 or 18. Like, it was that.
That must have been weird.
What?
To have written a book so young, and then,
well, his parents...
you're about to go to college, and...
Yeah, and you're famous.
Now you're watching your movie, and you're like, this sucks.
It's like, damn. Well, his parents owned the publishing company. Like, so it wasn't hard for him. And if you go back and you try to... I've gone back and tried to reread Aragon, the first one, and I'm like, ooh, this is written by a 15-year-old. This is just some 15-year-old's self-insert fanfiction where he gets to pretend he's Aragorn.
It's true.
But with dragon.
A lot of people tend to rip off Lord of the Rings.
If you're gonna rip off anything, rip off the best. You know?
Yeah, well, Harry Potter's another rip-off.
Yep.
Fight me for that one, too. I can prove it.
Star Wars is a rip-off.
Yeah, Star Wars is based on Lord of the Rings as well.
All of Wizards of the Coast with Dungeons and Dragons, one huge ripoff.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons should be like the biggest ripoff, right?
Mm-hmm. Like everything you can like pinpoint. It's like, oh, the elves and the dwarves don't like each other. Gee, I wonder where you got that idea, wizards. So clever.
So when do you think we'll actually see anything real substantial about this?
I'm gonna say, if it's that early in development, end of 2023 at the earliest, but honestly I would expect mid-2024 to see like a teaser image, the murmurings of like the cast and stuff, and then it won't actually come out till like early 2025.
I bet Disney, because they're also doing, I keep yawning.
It's late.
Percy Jackson.
Yeah, that's another one I've been hearing murmurs about.
I don't think they've casted Percy yet, but they have casted some other people.
Mm-hmm.
So they are serious about doing this one, right? And because it's a young adult's book, becoming a live-action television series, which is potentially a reboot, right?
Yes.
Because it had 2 movies. They're probably wondering how this one does with Disney Plus before they start really attaching themselves to Aragon.
I think both can do very good. I think Percy Jackson will probably do better. I never read Percy Jackson, but it is just an inherently more creative concept than Aragon.
Yeah.
I just really love dragons, so if you don't really love dragons, you're not going to be too invested in Aragon.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole point, right?
Oh, what is it, Netflix that's doing a live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender thing?
Yeah, how's that going? Because it's been years.
We got a confirmation on a cast. A really big casting choice. Huge. So, the cabbage merchant, who yells, "My cabbages," every now and then. They got the guy who actually voices him from the show to be the live-action version of him.
That's cute.
That is really cute. And that's all we've heard in a long time.
Have they been figuring out how to recast Sokka?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they fucking axed him instantly.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
Mm-hmm. They're also doing like a sequel thing? Like a midquel. Something between Avatar and Korra. Like a animated series, though.
So it's a third show.
Yeah, but it's
The Adventures of Adult Aang.
Yes, and I think that's so lame. Show me the next Avatar. Who's the next? It's gonna be an Earthbender. There's so many possibilities.
I would like to see the next Avatar, but from what we saw in Legend of Korra with Adult Aang, as just a powerful Avatar, I think that could be potentially really fun. I just don't know who he'd fight.
Yeah, that's true. I guess
he had one adversary.
I guess there's politics. Avatar: The Last Airbender versus politics.
He wasn't a politician, though.
No, but he and Zuko worked together with the late Earth King to carve out a chunk of Earth Kingdom to make it into Republic City. So you could tell the story of that from a diplomatic point of view.
What do you mean carved it out?
Well, like, it's not in the Earth. They didn't, like, cut the land off with lava bending, but they took land away from the Earth Kingdom so they could have Republic City instead.
Okay.
But the Earth King was cool, and he was all down for that. But then his daughter was a bitch, and she was not down for that. Well, that happened in, like, season 3 of Legend of Korra. Or 4. One of them.
That's 4, yeah. Where the Earth Kingdom attacks. Albuquerque, a few months ago, said that they were going to erect bronze statues of Breaking Bad's Walter White, played by Bryan Cranston, and Jesse Pinkman, played by
the other guy.
Aaron Paul.
I only knew Walter White.
Paul Aaron.
I know Bryan Cranston.
Well, they finally revealed them, and they look really cool.
They do. They look dope, honestly.
They're 2 separate pieces that stand next to each other.
I didn't realize
they look down at you.
I didn't realize it was Albuquerque.
That's where the story takes place.
I didn't know that.
That's also where they filmed it.
That's like, what else is over there? what other tourist traps do they have in Albuquerque?
It's a big filming location.
There's that one Weird Al Yankovic's song story about going to Albuquerque. You ever hear that one?
No.
It's like a 15-minute story with like several mini songs peppered within. It's dumb, but it cracked me the fuck up when I was in middle school.
Okay. Well, it's box office trolls time.
Woo!
Let me write it down.
So, writing out the timestamp.
Number 1, DC League of Super Pets.
Unsurprising. We all knew it.
There was nothing else.
Like we talked about it last time, we all knew it. We did it.
Very small numbers, though. Only 23,000 or 23 million.
Well, if this... Okay, so being the last week of kids going back to school, no one's going to see movies. Everyone's going back to school shopping.
Yeah.
You know?
Which was a nightmare, and I'm not going back to school. Mm-hmm. I couldn't find pens.
I just looked for erasers, like the little eraser caps you put on the end of your pencil, and I could only find a packet of all white ones, and I wanted colorful ones.
Yeah. And then I bought, 4 notebooks, spiral notebooks?
Yep.
35 cents each.
See, that's the thing.
See, that's not breaking my bank, but I remember years ago...
Them being like 10 cents each?
They were 10 cents. That's a huge jump. That's a 250% jump. Mm-hmm. Come on, guys. What is happening here?
But no, as far as box office, this week, like the weekend after you go back to school, that's where you're going to get your celebratory... You did it! Your first week back to school. Let's go see the movies to celebrate. And that's...
You think I'll have a big, resurgence?
Yeah, I think over the next few weeks, it'll just do better, numbers-wise.
Okay, cool. Number 2 is Nope.
Nice.
Dropped down to number 2. Only bringing in 18 million this weekend.
I heard that this one wasn't as good as his first 2. But I've never seen his first 2, so maybe it'd be a perfect opportunity to watch this one first, so then I have no point of comparison.
And they don't share a universe or anything?
No. Well, the first 2 aren't a shared universe.
I thought they were.
They're not. I know that.
Okay. Number 3, Thor: Love and Thunder.
Plummeting. It's fourth week. This makes sense.
Thor and Love and Thunder will be on Disney Plus August 24th.
So 3 weeks from now?
Yes.
Nice.
Which is when we'll finally get to watch it.
I mean, it's the thing where it's like, yeah, we said we were going to go see it in theaters, but that's the thing. Marvel hasn't impressed me enough to want to see these in theaters. Especially if it's going to be on Disney Plus in just a few weeks after its release.
Yeah, that's another thing that's killing their theatrical releases. Why should I sit in a movie theater and pay you all this money when I just sit at home and watch it with subtitles?
Yeah, there's nothing, not even like Sonic 2, which I cared about infinitely more than any Marvel movie, compelled me to go see it in movie theaters.
I don't know why you would.
I like Sonic 2, that's it. I like Sonic. I like Sonic the Hedgehog. But even then, I don't like it enough to go to the theaters to see it.
Makes sense. Number 4, Minions: Rise of Gru.
Dang.
It's going down.
I mean, it still earned, what, $320 million total?
In its 5 weeks of running.
Yeah, it did great.
Yeah, what did even better is, at number 5, sticking at number 5 again, it's Top Gun Maverick.
It's 10th week. It's gonna give everything everywhere all at once a run for its money for sticking in the box office as long as it can.
It's already grossed over $1 billion worldwide.
Yeah.
This is Tom Cruise's biggest movie. And it won't hit streaming platforms till way later. Because Paramount was like, no.
It's doing so great right now. What?
It's for big pictures, so it's going to stay there. And people are going back to rewatch this thing.
Well, that's the thing. I maybe it's the greatest movie ever.
It's supposed to be just amazing.
At this point, now it's a thing where it's like, well, now I want to watch it. Because how can it really be that good?
Yeah.
But everyone said that about the first movie, and that movie was bad.
It was. Where the Crawdads Sing.
This is still in box office?
It's only 3 weeks.
I feel like it's been there for like months at this point.
Only made $7 million. Total in the U.S., $53 million. This is one of those, like...
It's a weird one.
Depressing books turned to movies.
Yeah. I honestly thought it was a TV series.
No.
Not a movie.
No, it's one of those like, oh, this girl's dead and we need to solve why she's dead and we remember certain things of her or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got out of it. Maybe it's a love story, but it doesn't look like it. Elvis is number 7.
Boo.
Number 8, The Black Phone.
Yay.
Number 9, Jurassic World Dominion.
Boo.
Chris Pratt has 2 movies in the theaters right now.
Wow.
Think about that.
What's the second one?
He's in Thor.
Oh, right. Right.
And Vengeance is number 10. It's its first weekend. It's an indie film that got picked up.
What the hell is Vengeance?
It's about I had to read about it. It was a radio jockey who decides he's going to go solve a murder.
Oh. Dumb. This sounds silly.
And then that was it for that. Reservation Dogs Season 2 begins this Wednesday on FX and Hulu.
Wow. Oh, there's going to be, on that same day, there's going to be a Pokemon Direct.
Okay, well, that would have been Pokemon news.
Oh, well, you didn't have it written on your list. I'm sorry.
I remembered it was there.
I'm sorry.
There's...
My bee.
Pokemon news.
It's Pokemon news.
At 35. Yeah, this Wednesday, a Nintendo Direct just for Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's going to be about 30 minutes long.
Oh, we know that for sure?
These are the experts who sit around thinking about this stuff.
Yeah.
And the 30 minutes is to give... This update's not just for Scarlet and Violet.
No, it never is just about.
They're going to talk about Pokemon Go.
Yep.
Pokemon Unite.
Yeah, they're probably going to announce a new Pokemon for Unite.
Yep. Oh, they said they're bringing in like a ton. Like, they're not done with that thing.
Yeah, it's blasting off. They're still doing it.
Yeah, so it's just going to be all things Pokemon and hopefully some stuff about the new game.
At most, like the bare minimum, I want to know the name of the region for the new Pokemon, Gen 9. I hear rumors muddling around in the rumor mill that we might hear something about a new evolution. Maybe not in this direct, but sometime soon.
Okay, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
and there's like some stuff to back up that theory. Because apparently on the official Pokemon's Instagram, for the last couple of days, they've just been releasing little mini videos of Eevee evolving into its different evolutions. Like one day it was Espeon, the next day it was Umbreon, etc., etc. And also, the theory is, so in the show, Chloe, one of the main girls...
Yeah, she has an Eevee.
And it won't evolve because it doesn't know what it evolves into, what it wants to do. And the theory is, every time we see an Eevee in the show, it's because it evolves into the next evolution for marketing purposes.
Okay. Cool. We won't know much until Wednesday.
Yeah. I mean, it's all speculation.
And which, the next coffee break would be about that.
Yeah. Hopefully.
The Rise of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is a sequel film to the show, will be released on Netflix this Friday, along with the live-action adaptation of The Sandman.
Interesting.
I'm more excited for The Sandman. I didn't read the comics.
I guess I'm more interested in Sandman too. Like, I love TMNT, but I don't know. I've seen a lot of them over the years.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of them.
I get it. They're Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, they're teens.
They eat pizza.
They're goofy. They're fun.
They get angry at each other.
Yeah. I watched, like, the classic TV show, the really old movie from the 90s. They've had, like, 4 reboots and video games and stuff. I've seen it all. I like them. But they're not breaking new ground.
They're kind of like Transformers, where they just don't go away.
Michael Bay would say the same thing, Do you not remember Michael Bay did a TMNT movie?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Do you remember that attempt?
He did 2 of them.
There was a second one?
Yeah.
God, I remember.
Out of the Shadows.
The only thing I remember really, and they put this in the trailer too, like, this is a selling point, was the hot girl. I don't remember. Maybe it was Jennifer
Fox.
Lopez. Megan Fox was leaning out a car door window to do something, and Will Arnett is in the driver's seat, and he's like, "What are you doing? Get back in the car!" And the camera whips over, and it's just her ass sticking out the window as she's leaning out, and then it whips back to Will Arnett, and he's like, "You know what? Never mind. You're doing great over there." And I'm like, "This is what we're selling this movie on?"
Yeah.
Jesus. Not even a turtle anywhere in this scene.
Coming out this week for theaters is Bullet Train, which is another John Wick-esque film.
This one's with Brad Pitt, right?
On a bullet train in Japan.
Yeah.
Fighting for a briefcase.
It looks cute.
It looks like it has that same kind of fun and energy that nobody does.
Yeah.
Same guy again, working on it. He's also known for working on Deadpool.
This one looks slightly more comedic.
Yeah.
And no, it looks fun. It was like a good old action, midday, you don't know what to do with your weekend type of movie, you know?
I like them. Every now and then, they're good, you know? And then Joe Coy... his new movie, Easter Sunday, which is a family drama about... Why am I skipping?
Is it about Easter?
I think they're having an Easter party, which is a weird time to release an Easter film.
It is. Oh, this film. Right. It's about like a wedding or some shit. Or like an engagement that they're not happy with, or your family or whatever.
Yeah, it's a family drama.
Yeah, like Easter was months ago, my dude.
It's a Filipino family drama. That's what it was.
It feels like a desperate attempt to be like, oh, Encanto did really good. We could do that too.
I don't know about that.
But we'll do it our own way.
I will say this. I did start talking like that before Encanto came out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watched the movie, and I was like, wow, that was way better than what I thought it was going to be.
I watched a negative review of Encanto today.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did bring up good points, and it is a critic I respect, and I appreciate their work. I disagree with some of their conclusions, but I understand why they came to those conclusions.
Anything cool?
Their point, like, one of their biggest points was a lot of it is said but not shown. Like, yeah, the characters are standing there singing songs telling you about these things, but... as a visual medium, would it not behoove of it to more show you these things? Like, they say, you know, ooh, Louisa carries the burden of having to, like, be the tough one of the family. But other than her one song where she talks about it, we don't see that very often. Mm-hmm. Or Abuela is, like, the manipulative one who, you know, holds an iron fist over the family, but no one ever disagrees with her on anything ever. So it was hard to, like... it's more said than shown, and also the critic said that Isabella and Louisa were basically the same character conceptually, and they would have benefited more if they were one character rather than splitting our screen time between two different characters with basically similar plot ideas if it was one stronger character in the long run.
Isabella, the main character. No, Maribel.
Older sister is Isabella, and other older sister is Louisa. The two sisters, basically, of Maribel's.
Did I tell you about what the initial idea of the bigger, tougher one was supposed to be? They wanted to make her, like, small and cute, so she would look like a fragile girl.
Oh, that's such a boring... They've done that before.
And the producers and the creators of it were like, no, she's going to be a heavy-set girl.
Mm-hmm.
We've already decided this.
They had to fight a lot to give her that body type.
Yeah.
Disney.
It's crazy.
Like, anytime you try to deviate from the norm, Disney's like, but I like my old ways. And then we'll see, like, a nanosecond of LGBT representation, and people will be like, they're so brave. Look at them. They're trendsetters. It's like, no. These crumbs?
Yeah.
You should be asking for a meal, guys.
Whoa, that was coffee break.
Oh my god, did we actually do it this week?
Under an hour, yep.
Wow, it feels like we've been talking for over an hour.
No.
At least to me. I guess because we covered so many topics this time around. Like, we really bounced all over the place a little bit.
I scoured the internet for a lot of things. A lot of it was just depressing stuff. A lot of actors died this week.
Damn. Oh, yeah. Like, the lady who played Allura in the original Star Trek.
Yep, she passed.
Which sucks.
The woman who voiced Ursula in the original Mermaid.
Yeah. That really sucks.
A huge composer from Warner Brothers. He passed away.
Yeah, a bit of a sad time. And just also, announcement-wise, not much to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, San Diego Comic-Con is pretty much at its end.
Nothing is being announced, and nothing is coming out. This is August. Welcome to hell.
Yeah.
This is the hell of Earth.
Enjoy your summer. Enjoy going back to school.
Yeah.
You guys have a good night.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.